Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a message for the chosen. If you find that this resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and let us know how it resonates with your circumstance. So, first of all, chosen, I want to talk to you all about your resilience. You are literally the prime example of what resilience looks like. Okay, the definition is fashioned after you and all that you have been able to overcome. Like literally, every single time something has gone on in your life, the moment that it seemed like, there was no way to get up out of that circumstance or to overcome that hardship, like not only did you get back up, but you got back up even stronger. You came back even more resilient. You came back even more empowered each time. And it blows people's minds to see how you can come from absolutely nothing and rise up to become someone so great with so much wisdom, so much love and compassion, integrity, intelligence. Is baffling to the majority, because most people, had they gone through what you've been through, they would be strung out on drugs. They would be alcoholics. They would be very bitter, taking it out on other people, having a very miserable lifestyle and in victimhood mentality. But that's not you. That's not your makeup. Like I said, resilience is fashioned after you, because you show people what it means to go through hardship and to come out winning. And all of those beings that literally went out of their way to place stumbling blocks in front of you, knowing that you have already been through a lot, every single one of them are very confused. They don't understand how you've been able to overcome all of the spell work and the evil eye and the gossip and the manipulation, the heartbreak, the traumas that they've placed you through. They don't understand how not only did you overcome them, you went from survival mode to thriving. They expected that you would lay down and stay down. They expected that you would always be codependent and seeking validation or feeling like the victim. They expected that you would be angry at the world, hating yourself, embarrassed about where you came from and what you've gone through. But your resilience would not allow you to do that. As a chosen seed, you get buried and you just grow. You grow. And when you sprout, the sun, the light that's emitting from within you is shining that much brighter every single time you emerge. It's like you go through multiple deaths and rebirths. And every time that you come back, every time that you emerge back, for the world to see you again, and you come out of what some might call hermit mode or your cocoon, they are wowed each time, because you are not a quitter. You give up. You give up on nothing. Okay? That is not something that you do. You keep pushing. And if one door closes, you rejoice and you walk through the next door. You never say that circumstances that you are going through is at your detriment. You see it as being a rerouting, and you accept it for that. And so because you take things with so much stride and grace, and, you walk with love, and you have so much faith in the Most High, every single time it seems like something might be taking you backwards to the carnal-minded man, the Most High proves to them every single time that it was literally it was a setup for your glow up. Every single time you come back and you have more to show for your hardship. You prove to people that overcoming the trials and tribulations and the test of life is very rewarding through your lifestyle, and through the rewards and the recognition that you receive from the Most High and your spiritual team is proven to them every single time. And so you are truly used as the example to show the world that regardless of your hardship, you will come out winning every time if you walk by faith, if you exercise that blind faith, and give the Most High permission, and just surrender to the Most High using you as a vessel and shifting your circumstances, because things, they can come off like you can be in that position where you just like, I don't know where this is taking me. I don't know what all this chaos is about. It's a lot of upheaval, a lot of changes. Sometimes it's even painful. And the only way that you can make it through that situation or to overcome that situation is to have true faith. You show people the true example of blind faith, because many of the circumstances that you went through, you could not foresee the type of abundance and blessings that the Most High was getting ready to bestow upon you. You could not foresee, but you knew something was happening. And you knew that the Most High is never going to let you down, and that everything is for your highest and greatest good. And so because you maintain that position, people are in awe of how you've been able to overcome. They are in awe of the inheritance and the birthright that's been granted to you as a result of your perseverance. It's a beautiful thing to be a chosen seed here in the age of Aquarius, because you are truly the example. You are the example that people didn't know they needed. And so keep going out there, chosen. Keep going, because while you are being the example to prove to your enemies that regardless of how they try to bring you down, the Most High is always going to set you up in a great way. The Most High is always going to establish justice for you in a great way. While you are the example to them, you are also learning a very vital lesson through your trials and tribulations, that everything is setting you up for your highest good. Like, even you are amazed at how you go from one extreme to the next, but each time you're elevating higher and higher and higher. Even you sometimes are baffled and have to, just give thanks and give praise just off the strength that you couldn't even foresee. You couldn't even foresee how beautiful life was getting ready to be, how things was getting ready to be set up for you. You couldn't even foresee it coming, but you just know that now your testimony has that much more substance. Your testimony is back with evidence, because you are the evidence. You are the walking testimony. And so no one can doubt when you come forward and say, hey, keep going. Hey, just know that circumstance, I'm telling you, is lining you up. You got to maintain the faith. When you come forward and you bring your testimony and you let people know this is how they overcome, you are genuinely the example, and no one can doubt it, because you are backing it up with true evidence. True evidence. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing to be in a position to be the walking testimony for those out there who are the non-believers. You make the non-believers believers. You make those who only believe know. They come out of believing to knowing. Because to know, the only way that you can say you know something is when you actually have experienced it for yourself. You help people to believe because from the outside looking in, they can see the evidence. But when the hardship comes to them, and they listen to your testimony and they follow the guideline or the map that you've been instructed to follow, that spiritual GPS system that the Most High and your spiritual team guided you to follow. And when you tell people, like, look, you got to do it like this. You got to take this path. You got to make this decision. You got to surrender at this time. When they follow those instructions, they become the knowers. They go from believing based on your experience to knowing based on their own experience. And so it's a very vital time for the chosen to continue to be that resilient vessel that always emerges after being buried, because you always will. The Most High is going to ensure that you always emerge and that you grow stronger and higher and more resilient each time, because it's necessary for the evolutionary process of humanity. It's necessary that you be that mirror reflection, that example. And so For those of you out there who are going through changes and you're not quite sure what's going on, where is it taking you? Why is it so challenging at this time? Turn on that faith meter. Turn it up times 1,000. Turn it up, because while you can't see with your natural eyes, you open up your spiritual eyes and you look back at all of the past examples of the obstacles and hurdles that the Most High has brought you through. You'll know for certain that even this one, this current challenge that you might be experiencing is your setup for your glow up. So that's my message for you all. I love you all. Keep being resilient out there. If you find that this resonates with you, be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Email me if you want any of my services, readings, miniature altars, t-shirts. If you want to order any of my decks, tarot lessons, let me know. My email is in the description box below. I'll talk to y'all next time.